Hi guys, today let's take a look at a new mousepad from LAMZU. This is their new Maya mousepad. It's a cloth pad with a really nice Aztec inspired black and white artwork. This pad sports a 3mm thick slim flex base that is really firm, that I very much like. Comparing it with Artisan's mid base, it really looks and feels the same, so I would assume they have managed to get their hands on the same slim flex lot as Artisan uses, which is great. The sizing is the standard 490 x 420mm, which I think is great, even when the 500 x 500 square size is becoming more mainstream. For my desk size, the size of this is what I personally prefer. The stitching is black and it's very slim and consistent all around, but just like on every firm pad, it is something you can very faintly feel on your wrist. It is not really on top of the mouse pad, rather it's right at the level of the surface. But overall, this pad is built really well, and I would say it's a high quality product overall. The surface is quite an interesting cloth surface. It's a control-oriented surface overall, but from my testing it seems to be very skate-dependent. With some hardened PTFE or something like the JERRORR stock skates, the dot skates, it has a very scratchy feeling and the static friction increases like crazy if you put more pressure on the pad. Then with some more softer PTFE, like the Razer stock skates or Magic Eye skates, the surface becomes a much more pleasant feeling with a whole lot less static tug. With those skates, the experience is still a bit controlled and the overall speed is something like the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn, for example. I would say the Artisan Zero is still a bit faster in both static and dynamic friction, since it has a more textured feel and it's almost like a hybrid pad really. But of course, this is just my impressions and yours can vary totally, since different humidities and temperatures affect the feeling of mouse pads a lot. But I would say with some faster skates, it's a nice control-oriented, pretty safe surface to use. The hand feeling of this is not totally smooth either, but it's like a very dry cloth feeling. As for static electricity, due to low humidity, it seems to handle that well, and I haven't had static electricity related problems at all with this pad. Some pads, when it gets very dry in my office, it starts to have a very annoying electrostatic clinginess to the larger PTFE skates, which is very annoying. But yeah, this does not have that all, which is a super nice thing. Yeah, overall it's a really solid control cloth pad with a very premium build quality and a really nice base. It also has a very nice looking artwork. I think black and white works really well for most setups. The cost of this pad is around $50 for a pad, so it's not a budget pad, but the price is very competitive with Artisan's and Pulsar's offerings, for example. That is all for this short review. Thanks for watching and goodbye.